Oh, so bad.
Somebody.
They turned that one off in 3 minutes. It's like, hey, what?
They're like, no,
We
to
didn't
them
do
all.
that.
It's like somebody told me I could get behind this song if it rhymed. Don't get behind it. My song I wrote. Can you toss this, please? Thank you.
Don't get behind it.
Don't get behind it. Don't stick beside it. I'm a stick beside it. You wanna get away.
Link sent.
It's just like, well, then you write one.
I'm tired of this Mickey Mouse boot squash.
This slash ain't on right, but it's on. Jesus.
Why are my kids growing still?
What you said.
That video was funny with you and that little Marcus.
No, we had fun making that at the mall.
He was like, he may be taller than you, Angel. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
I want to do something. Then we went to his 7th grade orientation. That was hilarious. A woman, black lady, walked up to us. I follow y'all. Oh my God. She's like, I feel like I know y'all. I know I don't know y'all. Her daughter was like this.
Was she in the Mocha Moms?
No,
She just regular mom?
a regular black mom that goes to the school, whose daughter. And I said, well, this is my son, Marcus. I was like, say hi, Marcus. And she's like, oh, this is my daughter. She was like, we were in the same class, Mom. She was so over it. Middle school, I'm really not ready for it at all.
What is this?
Somebody added to it. Okay. Come on, everybody. I love it. I love it.
Ah!
People are so creative.
People are so talented, man.
I can't wait to hold the choir rehearsal. Yay!
You look like a baby that you talking to a baby who just peed.
Oh, I'm so excited. My nephew has been through a whole lot. And he passed all of his courses, so now he'll be able to go back to school to play basketball.
Oh, nice.
I mean, he's been through a whole lot. My sister. Oh, I'm so excited. And I'll get to see him this weekend.
As I was scrolling down my timeline, I seen this. I just want to know what y'all think. Please.
Come on. I'm not buying no more shoes. I'm not doing nothing. I spent too much money over the summer. Too much vacation. I paid for that summer vacation plus our vacation in Christmas time. And my account was, I looked at it and it was like, please stop. Take it easy.
I got notification this morning. I was like, what am I doing?
I said, okay. I go hard in either direction. I went hard over the summer and now I won't do anything.
I'm not gonna eat till December 1st.
I'm doing Conan. I'm not eat all day and wait till I go to the club and eat.
Just tear up all the food.
That made me so happy,
I
man.
know. He just be. I be like, you get enough food? Yes, ma'am. Oh my!
He say
God.
yes, ma'am, to you.
Yes, he does, as he should. As he should.
I got 100 clubs, 100.
Man, I've watched that video 8 million times, Josh.
clip?
That I'm right here.
I'm outside.
This is Kiss. I got 100 guns, 100 clips.
He
I'm
timed that
from
intro
New York,
perfect.
Josh. I injected into my veins. Did you send the link?
Hmm?
Why didn't it come?
It's an
Oh, it just
email.
came.
That's what she said. I'm so I was making little Marcus an appointment for his because he's been wanting his hair red. And that was something I was gonna let him do going into 7th grade.
You guys are nice parents, man.
My husband was like, "Wait a minute, I know we agreed upon it." I said, "Why wouldn't we?" He was like, "You were getting your hair dyed in middle school." I was like, "If I wanted to, I would have." He's like, "Well, I wouldn't." I said, "If I wanted to, my mother would have let me." And he said, "Well, I ain't your mother." I said, "But I'm his mother."
Wait, what? I ain't your mother.
Right. He said, "Well, I ain't your mother." Hold on a second. Hey, I'm getting ready to work, but I wanted to jump on and say, "Good job, Jackie."
I don't live in Miami. I don't live in Colorado.
Somebody said this should be the official submission for Jadakiss campaign as New York City mayor.
That's all he has to say. I'll be
Jackie, I'll
outside.
see you in a couple of days. Can't wait. I love you. Love y'all. Bye.
I'm from New York.
Fat Joe was just like, I am from New York, man.
Fat Joe was in heaven.
He was talking about him too, though. I'm not Lou, man. Fat Joe elevated
I
up
was
that
going to
moment.
say. Oh, yeah. So I was getting little Marcus's hair dyed red. The woman who dyed my hair, she can't get him in until the 18th. So I think I'm going to dye his hair myself. It's going to be a fun experiment.
Grow back.
Yeah, that's exactly. He's down for it. I asked him how he would describe me to someone. He said, what did he say? Forgot what the first, he said, she's really smart, she's funny, and she's very silly. I was like, I'll take that.
That is. I used to think, I never did this, but I used to think, you know, man, at some point I've got to be a parent. You know, I must be strong and, you know, and then I realized I can't. And plus also they're like 15 now. It's like, I've got, you know what I mean? Like, I've got to be stoic. They must come to me for you know, for things.
I am stoic at the same time, but I be doing stuff to that boy. Little Marcus's thing with us, he's always doing this. Always with us. Just. And I love it. I'll be like, what you be thinking about? You're goofy. That's the reason why he's wanting to do those videos with me.
He does. It was so cute. Also, no one wants to beat it. Beat it?
Yeah, those are the words.
Why would he just...
That's why he's encouraging the people. Beat it.
But why would he repeat it? No one wants to beat it, beat it.
Why? Because nobody wants to. And that's why he's like, come on, guys.
So, but when you heard no one wants to be defeated, you still were like, nah.
Yeah, it's wrong.
No one wants to be defeated makes way more sense, though. No one wants to be defeated.
He's like, nobody wants to beat it. And that's why I have to sing a whole song about
No.
it. I got to sing a whole goddamn song, put on my leather jacket.
When I saw that video, before I even turned the sound on, I was like, Angel is the one that thought it was no one wants to beat it, beat it.
It wasn't until I saw a meme on Embracing Black Culture where they were like, black folk be talking about the lyrics and no one wants to beat it. And Marcus bust out laughing. And I was like,
You are black folks.
I don't get the joke. He was like,
I don't get the joke.
he said, you think those are the words? I said, they are the words. What are you talking about? He's like, no one wants to be defeated. Sir, I've had 41 years of experience singing this song.
Hold on. 41 years singing that song?
Pretty much.
Show 'em how funky, wrong is your fight. It doesn't matter who. When did this song come out? 1982. Since 1982,
So 39 years.
you've been singing that
was a good
song
year,
wrong.
guys.
Josh,
Let me
you
tell
hush
y'all
your
what.
1993 behind up.
And everybody's trying to send me pictures of the sleeve of the album with the lyrics. I'm like, I can Photoshop lyrics onto something too. I was literally about to type up the lyrics in my notes, screenshot and be like, I have copies of lyrics too that say beat
That's
it,
hilarious.
beat it.
That is okay. That one is like what's the worst lyric wrong I've ever heard in my life is Melissa's younger sister, Monique. What is the song? Jesus paid it all, right?
Oh yeah.
All to him I owe. What's the next part?
I thought it was Sin has left
the
the crib
crimson
today.
stain.
Wait.
I told
You are correct.
I know.
What did you say?
Sin has left the
Crimson stain.
A crimson stain.
I thought it was Sin has left the crib today.
Hold on.
And I was like, yeah, it has. Yes, it has. Because he watched
Ain't
it.
There, sin has left the crib today.
That
That
don't even sound like it.
Has left the crib today. Sin has left the crib today. Sin
Do-do-do.
has
Do-do.
left the crib today.
He was boom, boom, boom.
Water and snow,
Ba-da-da.
water and
You
snow.
got
Yeah.
Sin. Yours is worse than hers.
What was her?
Hers was. We was in the back of the car singing, and she was like, "Sin has left the premises."
The premises?
Yes, but I was like, Nick,
Yes, but-
why would they leave the premises and then just go to "He washed me"?
Went across the street real quick.
Right.
Went to the store, he grabbed
She
a
was
little
like, "Nah,
Fiji.
premises makes sense." I was like, "The next lyric is He washed me, therefore crimson stain wash." She was like, "Nah, premises." But this whole time you were saying crib today.
Crib today. People don't enunciate. That's why the words. Nobody's confused on the lyrics of this. His name's Kev on stage because I enunciate.
That's true.
The Marcus thought. I think I told you this. That song, like the ceiling can't hold us.
Mm-hmm.
He thought it was
There we go. back.
cause the ceiling fan is older.
You would
Cause the
think-
ceiling fan is
He would think a
older.
fixture needs replacement. Out of all
course.
people,
Of course. It completely goes along with his personality. You're like, they got to get up there and redo
Cause the
that.
ceiling fan is older. nah. Yeah,
Man,
I definitely.
that was a good album.
I know it was one of your favorites, right?
It's not one of my favorites,
It's
but
one of
it's,
your
it's,
top five.
Yeah,
not.
definitely. That's what I heard.
He's like,
Never
oh, yeah,
said that.
Seattle's finest. You
It's
know?
it's a good album. I wouldn't even say Seattle's finest. He just tapped into a little bit.
PNW. There you go, man.
His name is Ben
In real life,
McLemore.
Ben?
Ben.
Oh.
Nah.
I hated that. Hey, I hated that. I hated
I
that.
loved it.
I didn't like his singles were the ones I didn't.
Oh, those are.
His singles
Get
were
your cardio in.
my kids dog. Yeah, it was
I
Benjamin
mean,
Hammond Haggerty.
Oh,
Oh, I hated it. That part was. It hurt me. Thrift shop. My kids loved.
What?
Oh
I
my
hated that
gosh, Joe and Zay. He put in thrift shop. I look at the thrift shop.
You look at the thrift shop.
Same Love was his least. Was the best of his singles. I didn't like. Thrift Shop got annoying, like kids songs. Can't Hold Us. That just have you back. This is the moment.
Literally.
Tonight is the date.
One of the few songs that are downloaded from my Apple Music.
Really?
Yes.
What do you do on the plane? You don't listen to music on the plane, do you?
No.
Really?
What do you do? Angel be playing the games on the TV. I went to the bathroom and she was playing looking like somebody's mama. Mamas always hit you always hear their fingernails on the stuff.
I was playing some glob game. It didn't make no sense. It was frustrating. I was like, so I don't get the point.
Angel is either asleep or playing them games on that thing.
I watch the movies, or I let the movies watch me.
Angel
Best
be
in
in that
show. You
bad.
better watch it on Thursday.
Oh, I can. We're going to United.
Oh, Angel paid to go.
Did you?
Yes.
It ain't a lay down though.
It's not.
I know.
I know. All the lay downs
like
are only to New
I
York.
didn't for the on the way there. I did for the on the way back, and they weren't that expensive.
Oh no, they weren't. I like on the. I'll pay more because I sleep better. I slept great on the. Well, where we just came from.
That's so great. Too. That little recliner got my feet
Oh
up.
yeah, that helped. That recliner helped. The only reason why I didn't pay on the way there is that I would be in the very front, and this is the first time I'm finally behind a seat, and I prefer to be behind a seat so I can put my stuff underneath the
Oh, I like the front because then because normally I'll throw my backpack up there regardless, but then I'm just like, I have to put it up there too.
I got to.
Have to.
I got it. I
Plus, you get
love
a little bit more room.
That's
you know?
why I like those so much. It has the best. Those pods are the best of the plane. It's like a window seat and an aisle seat because you're at the window, but you also can get up and go. I want both. I never want to be woken up
This
when
hold
they have to go
on.
to the bathroom.
This is the maturation of a 1%er.
I want the
this
both.
explanation alone.
He's like, yeah.
I like having
I like
an
the
aisle
pods.
and a window in my pod.
I love it. I love it. It's the best.
He says the best.
All right, y'all ready?
Right.
And
Hold on. Another good song from the PNW.
His name is Kev on stage. He tells jokes. He loves black love. He supports black women. His name is Kev on stage. Come on. He tells jokes. I like the step down. He loves black love. Supports black women. Come on. His name is Kev on stage.
in one calendar week, I lost complete control over that.
You knew
It was first of all, I thought you were really thinking of a song, and I was like, what is it?
I knew it wasn't. I
did
was
you?
like, I'm ready to go, brother.
The people at the shows are ready to sing.
Oh, yeah.
New York and Philly, they were like, they knew their parts.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Philly was a real choir rehearsal.
New York, let's talk about it. You sold Caroline's out by only posting the Patreon.
that first show, and you could feel the stage crew.
Yeah.
You could feel the stage crew of it all.
They were standing. There were some that didn't have seats. They were like, I'll stand here
They
for
were.
these jokes.
And they jumped in the choir. They jumped in the
They
Carol
they
Stage
sang
choir.
the song loud.
Oh, but Philly was taking it serious. They were
Philly
focused.
was
His name is Kev. They had the dynamics. I said, oh, okay. All right. That's why they got that stomp, stomp, stomp.
you are such a church girl.
I am.
By the way, speaking of that, Baltimore this weekend.
Be
Okay.
more.
I'll tell you right now, the Saturday early sold out. Let me check the Baltimore. Where's my?
Yeah, Saturday early sold out because my family couldn't make it.
Okay, here we go. There's. Oh shoot, that's probably sold out now. The Friday early had 8 tickets left when I got the email yesterday.
They ain't gonna be there no more.
Saturday late is about 100 left. Sunday late is about 200 left. And Friday late is plenty.
Plenty of tickets.
So y'all don't wait till the battle's over. Shout now.
no,
Okay.
come on.
You know in the end, you gonna win. All right, here we go. First thing up on the docket.
Yes, sir.
Robin Rihanna Fenty is now worth $1.7
God dang.
billion, which is more than James Z. I think he's around 1.4 or 1.3. And 1.4 billion of her 1.7 is from Fenty
Of course.
Beauty. And the interesting thing about this to me is, well, I just want to say this part first. If you're waiting for new Rihanna music, you don't even expect her to sing the happy birthday song.
No.
On the replay, right? Sorry, on the old music. Okay.
She's not going to sing happy birthday. Forget about it.
No.
Why? She 1.4 of 1.7, and Fenty's what, less than 3 years old?
I think it's a little bit older than that, but
Is it?
yeah. I
When
feel
did
like,
Fenty come out?
like 3
Oh,
years.
you know what? I don't count the year 2020
I
at
was
all.
like, I just
2020
like,
last year was 2019.
nah.
For this whole year.
Okay.
2020, as I literally, when I think back, like when I think last year, my mind skips over the pandemic and goes back to, oh yeah, we went to Japan for Christmas last year. We didn't.
No, you did
We were
not.
sad at home
Yeah.
in Christmas last
Fenty
year.
Beauty, September 8th, 2017.
That sounds
Okay,
a
so
little
that's
more
what
legitimate.
if you skip over 2020, then
and skip
still-
over another one.
and then one more.
Is it
Did you carry the
17,
four?
I
or the-
carried the
18,
one.
19,
Years always
20,
give me trouble.
21.
So it's 4 years old or 5?
5.
Technically, about to be 4.
Did it start at the beginning of 2021? I mean 2017?
September.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
September 2017.
Okay.
Was
Yeah.
that when people knew about it?
That's when it's founded, so I don't know.
But that could've been
Fenty
they filed the
Beauty, though,
paperwork.
Like Fenty Savage isn't as old.
No,
No,
that's younger.
Uh,
I want to know, how did she get you? She is well past billionaire. This is not 1.1.
I know.
What happened? Were we late, or did nobody take her serious?
I don't know.
She might have
Maybe-
got that 700 last year just being at home.
Did they? But just what happened to where they? Because 300. She basically had 300 million before Fenty. Mm-hmm. And in the last 5 years, she's grown from 300 million to 1.7 billion.
Yes.
Usually, the billionaire talk, to your point, is when you cross over a billion, they say something.
Yeah, at
she was well over.
1.0. She's at 1.7. They were like, "Oh, hey, old girl did that thing."
And she's not even the sole owner of Fenty.
No.
No,
It's
she's smart.
Did the perfume drop yet?
I think it's next.
She's smart not to be
Packaging's
full
crazy.
owner.
Oh yeah,
That's a huge empire. But that was one of the things that I saw in this
she owns
documentary.
50%.
Woo!
50.
God dang! God dang! 50. That's
It's
a whole
it's owned
lot.
by. It is. It's
whole
owned by
lot of money.
Louis
That
Vuitton,
just
Moet
gave
Hennessy.
me the
Bernard
diarrhea.
Arnault.
Ooh, and they do a lot of things right. But what I was about to say,
Bernard Arnault.
Wahite?
He's French. Yeah.
he said,
Louis Vuitton, Moet Hennessy owns Sephora. Did you know that?
yes.
I did not know that.
But what I was going to say is that that billionaire documentary that I watched, it says most people who become billionaires, they don't become billionaires because of themselves. They become billionaires because they put out a product that is able to be, purchased over
Yeah.
and over again.
You cannot work your way to $1 billion.
No, but that's the reason why I'm not surprised. Some people who might be considered more famous in the craft of, Rihanna was obviously a superstar, but there are people who are probably more famous than she in the world of music, but she was smart enough to capitalize off of something else besides her talent.
Most musicians don't become
Money
rich.
is not it.
Yeah, 50 Cent's big money was vitamin water. That vitamin water being bought out by Coke is what gave him a lot of his money. Diddy with Ciroc and Sean John before that. Sean John he sold that for a lot.
John's still at the Atlanta airport.
I don't understand it.
I
I
wanna go
literally
there and buy
never see Sean John anywhere else except when I walk by that store in Atlanta. I never see anybody
I'm gonna
wearing
get a
it.
jumpsuit. If they got one in there for me,
Why
I'm gonna walk
not?
out.
There was a time where
I won't.
I had that cursive shirt. I
Of
had a white one
course.
with the red. You couldn't tell me nothing.
It was
It was
luxury
all
at the
white with the
time.
red, or red with the
Oh,
white.
and then I had the inverse. I had the red with the white. You know what I'm
No.
saying? Depending on what forces I wanted to wear.
No.
I had the all red canvas forces.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I did have that.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that she's past Jay-Z, and Jay-Z, all his stuff is businesses.
Yeah.
Tidal, he owned a lot of stuff.
This is the thing that Rihanna obviously is smart to realize, that it's us women that be spending money.
And the fact that the beauty industry as a whole existed all that time and they never had deep shades. And Rihanna was like, what if we just do, to this, makeup for this person, and then black girls don't have to mix foundations.
And it wasn't just that, because Makeup Forever was doing that before she did. It was still, though, it was like she purposefully went to that. It was like a thing of, I'm a black woman, because we had Bobby Brown and Fashion Fair. That's who we had.
What is that?
Makeup brands that were like black women that were Bobby Brown and Fashion Fair.
Bobbi Brown
Fashion
is a makeup brand? Oh, I never heard of it.
and Fashion Fair, you might as well be putting cake batter. You might as well make brownie mix. Don't cook it. Set your face in it. Smear it on it. That's how thick it's gonna be. That was Fashion Fair. So Rihanna definitely capitalized, one, off of her name,
Yeah.
but then you have your name and then the thing of, oh, I'm doing this for women of color. That just because it took me a while to actually start buying Fenty. It's not one of my favorites, but that definitely helped. And people are like, we waste money on makeup that don't look good on us all the time. And this actually looks good. Like the way people were going crazy over this thing, this lip balm. This
Is that Fenty?
Yes, this is Fenty. I mean, I like it. Have I experienced lip glosses that I like just as much? Absolutely. But it was something about this being Rihanna's.
The hype.
And her
It's
being
hype
like,
culture.
it's great for every color person. Well, it's clear pretty much. That's why.
It's translucent.
Yeah, it great. And then getting into lingerie and being like, oh,
Inclusivity.
yes.
Plus size people at the forefront.
Right.
Not just thrown in. Her fashion show, it was the whole range of shade. The big dudes, I felt loved. With the fashion show, I said, man, okay. I want people whose belly hangs over. I never see that.
Yeah.
I see it every day on my own body, but I never see models who look like me.
Representation.
Yeah, I have men boobs. He had men boobs. I don't feel alone. The only reason I didn't get it is because it was sold out.
And not just that, she's gorgeous. And she's shaped the way a lot of people would be happy to be shaped. Just heavy bottomed. With small waists, right? And so she could have just been the one in the lingerie and people would have been like, I'll buy it, looking terrible in it. But
She was so smart, Angel.
she was like, I know what I look like, but I also know not everybody look like me. So I'm going to make sure you see yourself in my lingerie.
Yes.
Because that's always the thing that be tripping me up. Looking at something that looks amazing and forgetting I don't look like the something that's making it look amazing. Then you get it home and you just like,
Put it
where?
on, you're like,
What? Yeah. Where did it go wrong? And then you look back and you're like, oh, her titties sit up on their own. It wasn't.
without the support.
Right. There was no, that's why it looks like that. Aha. I missed that part.
I never thought I could be a model until I saw that Fenty line. I said, with this body as it is.
As it is.
I literally went to the
do a mock
website.
shoot.
Huh?
We should do a Fenty
If-
mock shoot.
We should. We should.
To celebrate
People
Rihanna.
laugh. Oh, they laugh at me. But I know deep inside, there's a certain, you know what, if he's confident, I can be too. Oh, you don't have to commentate. I know, guys. I see it in your
right.
eyes. They're like, man, look at Kev. He built bad like I am. Because let me tell you what I know. There's a lot of people out here looking like big old Kev. Oh, yeah. I've been to the beach.
Do you really think men are out here not confident? I don't think that. A lot of
No,
times.
man, they be like, I'm gonna go swimming with my shirt on. Kev, please help me. And I'd be like, I got you. And I go
No,
swimming with
I've
my
been
shirt
to
on.
the pools, and it's be a lot of dudes just out here,
Butt
just
cracked out.
butt cracked out, looking like melted ice cream, and they are happy in their bodies. And I'd be like, good for you.
Yeah, remember when you posted that photo and everybody made fun of it? With
That's
the
happened
memes?
a lot of times.
No, the like when they put you on Job with the Hut.
They did do that.
They do.
Does that bother you at all?
No, man, that's hilarious. I was actually impressed with how
was great in game.
when somebody put me in Cuba Gooding Jr.'s forehead. I was like, how did you even see that?
That's amazing. I mean,
It was hilarious to me.
I don't know many people that would be able to be like, that's fine. Make
No,
fun of
it
my
was
body.
hilarious.
That is.
Listen, I make fun of too many people to think my day ain't coming.
Oh, you
My day
posted,
come-
you
No.
posted in act of making fun. Making
Yeah,
fun of
I'm
that
poking fun of
moment
myself.
anyway.
I'm always surprised that people are like really good at Photoshop.
It's not that your day is coming. You be like, I want it to be my day. It's there's the difference. You're
been
like,
quiet.
today's a good
What
day.
Kim Kardashian does with her nudes, Kev does with his.
Right.
his
I'm
photos. like it's been quiet. Body photo.
You've got to be really solid mentally to be able to do that. If you were like a fragile person,
Oh,
that
yeah.
would tear you down. And I'd be like, you need to go to Talkspace to figure this out.
Oh.
Because let me tell you, life be hard. And sometimes you need a licensed professional to help you get through things. And let me tell you, Talkspace is where you can find a licensed professional that is there for you, a licensed therapist where you can schedule live video sessions all from the comfort of your device. And you can start messaging the therapist or your therapist the same day you sign up. And needing help doesn't mean something's wrong with you. It just means you're human. Y'all know, we still in the middle of this whole panorama.
Middle? I feel like we're starting all over again with the Delta.
Listen, it's
Cases is higher than high.
and on top of that, life don't stop lifing. Okay, so you got the stress of what's going on in the world globally, as well as things that are happening with you personally. And sometimes it's not enough just to talk about it with a friend. Sometimes it's not enough just to try to pray it away. You need to actually find someone who is trained in helping people with their mental health. And that is why we are so excited and so proud to have Talkspace sponsor today's episode.
Talkspace!
Hey, whether you're a parent, a student, a millennial, or just having a hard day, Talkspace can provide support to you and help you feel better in a single message. It offers individual and couples therapy in addition to medication, prescription, and services. You can set goals with your therapist, and they can help you make sure that you're really progressing. And Talkspace therapists help you develop tools to cope in difficult times.
Yeah, they do.
Talkspace is the #1 online therapy platform to help you sort through any issues. So start feeling better with a single message. Match with a licensed therapist when you go to Talkspace.com and get $100 off your first month with the promo code CREW.
Crew with a K.
CREW with a K. That's $100 off when you use code CREW
Crew with a K.
at Talkspace.com. And we thank Talkspace for sponsoring today's podcast.
Real quick, somebody in the Patreon said, I hope y'all have Starbucks stock because you guys are promoting them every episode. I don't own any. Do you own any? You own any, Josh?
No, I don't.
I'm just thirsty.
Me too.
I'm just thirsty, you guys.
Thirsty. And they make, and I also don't drink coffee.
Yeah.
And I don't know of anything. Now, if somebody, any of y'all, Crew, Wings, Gonzi Girls, if y'all know of something that is comparable to the Refresher at some other place, I won't go to Starbucks. But they're the only ones that got it.
Yeah, and honestly, a lot of times I just be drinking it. I don't be thinking about it. I don't know I think Starbucks gonna be okay. You know, I don't think us being in their podcast affects the bottom line. One more thing I want to say about Rihanna. You know her name is Rihanna.
Yes, I think I said Rihanna a couple of times, and then I probably went
Black
back.
people just be like, "Girl, hush. We gonna say this to you."
Beat it.
Ariana Grande's last name is Grandy. We were just like, actually,
No.
not even just. No, it is. She says
She's
it.
wrong.
She's wrong.
Yep. I took several years of Spanish. There's no way.
She's
that is
Italian.
right.
It's Italian, I think.
Where's the accente?
Here's the last thing I want to say.
Wait
about
a minute.
Rihanna.
She is Italian, though?
She is 100%.
Oh, I thought she was Latina. Okay, so she probably right. She right. My bad. Ariana.
Here's what I
Rihanna.
want to say.
Go ahead.
Usually, I'll say a lot of people in society, especially on Twitter, I don't know how the regular world would be, people despise billionaires. You're hoarding resources, this and that. Rihanna, she don't seem to be despised. Even people who I follow who are always anti-capitalism, anti-this, anti-that, when it was announced that Rihanna made, I'm just going to say Rihanna, I can't do it.
Rihanna.
When
You can say Robin.
I can't say Robin.
Okay.
When Rihanna hit the billionaire, it seems like most people were genuinely happy for her. And somebody asked like, "Yo, why is it always eat the rich until Rihanna does it?" And somebody said, "I think when you hoard resources and you exploit people to get to your billionaire, that's when people are upset." Like Jeff Bezos, like he's literally flying in space in a dildo, and Amazon workers are striking for having their phones or air conditioning or whatever. People hate that. And then the hypocrisy of it all is a lot of people be saying they hate Jeff Bezos and this and that, and they be on Amazon.
Same
What'd
way
you
he's-
say?
Listen, I talk trash about him flying to space. And when he sat up in that press conference, it was like, thank you guys, Amazon employees and customers. You paid for this. I was like,
Yeah. We absolutely
I had
made
to
him
sit
rich.
with that. 'Cause listen, I was not a big online shopper before.
I don't think anybody was.
The pandemic, bruh.
Yeah.
Because everything was closed, I wasn't feeling safe about going if things were open.
Absolutely.
He makes, and honestly, because I don't be wanting to go to places, I don't be home that much, I will order something that I need right now on Amazon, and when it gets here in 2 days, I had to change the filters in my AC. I could have ran down to Home Depot. I could have. but I didn't. I went and I put the size in, ordered it. When it came in, it reminded me that I needed to do that.
I don't shop on Amazon as much as I used to. Now, before, I'm sure I paid for one of Jeff's homes. That's for sure. Now, it's very much so like, if I can't find it in a local store or if I can't support a small business, then yes, Amazon is where I go.
I don't even
Think about that.
know. I support small business as much as I can, but it's like the stuff I get on, for example, Perrier for the office.
Oh,
That's
yeah, I can
not
understand that.
Yeah,
I can understand
order
that.
4 cases of that. When it comes to the house, I throw it in my car, bring it to the office. But it really hurt. It really hurt me. And then I keep on. I didn't change anything. And that's the hypocrisy. Most people are hypocritical in so many ways.
In order to be morally, like, completely in line where your dollars and your morals align fully, you do have to be dang near 100% self-sustainable.
Right.
And most people do not have the time nor the knowledge or the bandwidth to be 100% sustainable, where like you are growing your own vegetables, or you are dealing directly with a farmer, where your toilet paper is not. As soon as you go to Target, you are supporting so many wars. I'm talking about human trafficking, like Target. Just as soon as you go in, just go
Human
ahead and
trafficking?
know. Yes, there's so many things that those products, the Coach, is it Coach Brothers or Koch Brothers? Do you know who they are? They own a lot of the stuff that is in Target. They've been known to do so many things that just are not for the people. But we be like, I need some Tide. I need some Brawny. I need some. It's hard. Not to say that people should be like, well, then forget it. I'm going to just live how I live. But I think we all have to understand that in the trying not to be hypocritical, we all need grace.
We all need grace. We need to say it before we, eat our food.
Amen.
I had a joke on stage when I was first starting out in comedy. I said, "Do you are you supposed to say grace before you eat coochie?"
That's a good question.
You should. You should bless everything,
Bless this.
especially before you eat. But
At first, I thought you were going into an ad, and I was
No.
like,
I don't know
well,
what the
then.
next ad is. That's why I'm always surprised what you say. I don't even look at them.
You don't?
Only when you tell me there's one you can't do is when I look. Listen, man, I let your stuff be your stuff.
Well, thank
I got
you.
enough emails to check, and I feel like it's something to
Yes.
do. You'll tell me. All right, congratulations, Rihanna. Hit your boy up, Kev, on stage. By the way, Beyonce was in Bazaar. This is not on the docket. I just saw this on Twitter.
Please tell.
She's in a Givenchy dress and Tiffany & Co. earrings. And the horse in the picture next to her is in an Hermes bridle.
Yes. Let me see.
I didn't even know Hermes made
They made one
They
for
probably
horse
Beyonce.
stuff.
They probably don't. It was probably custom for
You
that.
think that Hermes made one horse
Hermes do
thing?
not have a
She
horse market.
is
Kevin, do you
thicker
hear
than a
yourself?
Snicker now.
Do you?
They do not have a horse market.
No, they don't.
But do you? Okay, people who own horses and stuff, they be super rich.
They're not
Yeah.
putting them in Hermes.
No,
I
they're
think
not.
They stay super rich.
That
Why
might
not
be
put their horse
the
in
biggest
Hermes?
flex ever to put a
That
horse
was
in
a
Hermes.
custom-made item.
To have a horse in a photo that you don't own, or maybe she does own it. Like she's just for a photo shoot indoors. She's not even outdoors.
I wonder if you could rent a horse.
You can,
Can. That Beyonce album is coming. Are you ready, Angel?
of course. If it comes
It seems
while
that it's.
I'm,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was about to say, if it comes while I'm on stage in the middle of a set, I'ma stop.
Are you?
I'm gonna be like, hold on.
Do you remember when the first one dropped in? I
I
think
was
for the
sitting
night.
on my couch. My friend was at the Beyonce concert in Kentucky. And then all of a sudden I was being flooded with like text messages with screenshots of the thing. And I was like,
Self-titled?
Yeah. The funniest thing about self-titled is the artists who tried to drop surprise like that. People are like, "You need a rollout.
yeah. I know.
You don't have
That's
one."
so sad.
All the people's like surprise dropping. Like, well,
No.
Nick, you need to tell me. I need to be excited. Everybody can't do that. There's probably less than 5 artists.
It was like people were like surprised and folk were like, what you doing here?
They were more shocked, like,
Tyga did a surprise drop after that. Like,
They're
sir,
like, you still make music?
you better go on 106 in Park. And I know that's been off for a while, but whatever the thing is that's like that,
Yes.
you need to
Yeah, that she definitely showed what level she's on to be able to do that. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like you and Caroline's being able to be like, I'm going to go to New York. However, none of the general population can come see it.
I ain't gonna hold you. That is crazy. The fact that in a closed Patreon, the stage crew bought and sold out. Most people would love to be able to even play Caroline.
Yes, absolutely.
Much less sell it out. Much less sell it out on an off night. But to sell it out on an off night without even making a public announcement,
2 shows on a Wednesday. That's crazy.
the manager was like, how did you, what?
How did you do
I'm
this?
gonna tell you how I know the stage crew been tripping lately. And they've been stage crewing. The owners of the comedy clubs, not the manager, not the person working, the owners have come in like 5 clubs.
The way they come in. Too.
Oh, yeah.
Come in.
Hi, Kevin.
Yes.
Yes. Great show
The
tonight.
The
owners trek their way
owners
down.
come from wherever they are,
Yep.
and they are like, "Yo, we didn't even set up the marketing yet."
Mm.
And it's so, how are you selling out? And they be like, "Listen, your people eat." I said, "That's my people. We gonna stick beside
That
each
we
other."
go-
He said,
Yes.
"They may not drink now. More and more be drinking." But he said, "Now your people gonna order them chicken tenders and fries."
Yes,
I said,
they are.
"Oh yeah, I be looking at the we be in there eating, and that's what. Oh yeah,
No.
you know, them 2 items can be anything from a bottle of water to chicken tender platter. We gonna get that platter."
Listen, I know they eating because I can hear their orders all through my set.
Can I get
What does that come with? Is it ranch?
Tony,
honey
Tony's got a
mustard?
good joke about this.
The worst.
I'm
I
like-
was just about to say the worst thing about headlining is black people getting the bill.
Oh, yeah.
Mid joke.
Oh, yeah. Did you
Nothing
get
funny.
this? Because I didn't get it.
Who
Did
got
you?
the- who got the
James.
brownie sundae? I said don't get dessert.
James. I thought you said not to get it, James.
Black people pointing at the receipts and
Listen.
with frustration. Hey, hush,
Tony
hush.
over his glasses.
Oh my God.
It is the loudest, most distracting thing.
It is the worst.
And it is loud. And sometimes I'll be one to be like, hey, but then I know what they're doing. They're like, so is it 2 drinks or 2 things of food? Because
So me and you actually get the worst. You get the order, I get the closeout.
Oh, yeah,
Tahir
yeah.
gets the best. They just eating when he's up there.
Oh yeah, and he eating too.
Low key, I be tripping because sometimes people be having like, on the last show, somebody had a fresh pizza. And I was like,
You gonna eat that?
I just would like one little bit of
Tahir
it.
used to eat off of people's plates last
did.
tour.
He did this tour. He ate off of somebody's middle of COVID. I told him to get his nasty ASS off the stage. I was like, boy,
What's that spell?
what's this, man?
He let
Listen,
it
we
spell.
listen. If I ain't got to spell no more, I
Please
just
no,
say.
Angel. 'Cause you start cussing in the show, then they gonna be cussing in the comments, and Kat gonna be like,
Cat's
Kevin.
gonna be like, ah!
No cussing. It's a Cat is Jon Snow with the sword when all them horses were coming. He thought he was finna die.
So yes, if you come to the show and you are ordering, if you could, not talk as loud, just order you some drinks. You can eat your HelloFresh before you come. That way you ain't got to spend a bunch of money on food if you don't want to. Because let me tell you, HelloFresh is gonna get you together. All right, HelloFresh gonna make sure that you eat some good food with premium, pre-measured ingredients and mouthwater seasonal recipes. Okay, delivered right to your door. You ain't even gotta go to the stove. Okay. HelloFresh also has a calorie smart plan. Which I know, right?
I need that.
Yeah, so it makes it easier to enjoy tasty, low-calorie meals this summer without scouring the grocery store for ingredients and the web for easy recipes. Choose from a menu of over 50 different meals and market items each week, from vegetarian meals to craft burgers, extra special gourmet options. All are available. There's something for everyone to enjoy, and all the recipes are designed and tested by professional chefs and nutritional experts to ensure deliciousness and simplicity. You guys, listen, life. Again, it be life in it. You don't be having time to listen, we are not back in the olden days where there was only a need for a 1-person income in the household. So most of the time, even if you're in a 2-person household, both of y'all are working, and then somebody got to come home and cook
Hey,
and come
what?
up with what to cook.
Who got time for that?
That is a lot. So, like, let HelloFresh take the load off, okay? Let them be like, listen, sis, I got you some, or brother, I got you some meal options. Choose. I'm going to send it to you. Look at the recipe card, throw it together, and voila, eat that thing. You feel me? Also, we want to let you know that Green Chef is now owned by HelloFresh with a wider array of meal plans to choose from. It's great. I love switching between brands. And now our listeners can enjoy both brands at a discount on us. Go to HelloFresh.com/14SK
14SK.
and use code 14SK
14SK.
for up to 14 free meals plus free shipping. Again, go to HelloFresh.com/14SK.
14SK.
Use code 14SK
14SK.
for up to 14 free meals plus free shipping. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. And you guys, here's another thing. Since we've been on tour, you know, we
what
be in the hotel, you know, and I make sure I bring like nice stuff with me to sleep in. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to be comfortable in the beds. You know what I'm saying? And one of the nice things that I now take with me is MeUndies. All right, and MeUndies. I take my MeUndies with me. It's comfort, right? Right. It's all about what's touching your skin, and you want to be able to feel comfortable. So MeUndies is not only uses sustainable, breathable, soft as heck fabric, but they also give you endless styles to choose from, and it's totally comfort inside and out. Let me tell you, I at home am not a go to sleep in clothing at all. But in these hotel rooms, I don't want my just bare skin all on the sheets. So I was like, I need to find something that I could take. One, that feels good. Two, that don't weigh a whole lot, because our luggage be over there at 52, 53 pounds. MeUndies, it just feels like a cloud on your skin. It feels so good. You just slide all through the sheets. And MeUndies offers classic colors to ridiculous prints. It's all so you can fully express yourself in your own unique way. And listen to this, MeUndies are available in a range of sizes from extra small to 4XL. So we got the little petite women, and we got us healthy girls on the other end. All right. So here we go. Never leave your couch again with a MeUndies membership, a monthly subscription that sends new pairs right to your door. Each month, you'll choose new undies, socks, or bralettes, and pick the style and color or print that feels the most you. Fun, right? Plus, enjoy discounted pricing, free shipping, and exclusive early access to new launches. Love your butt and get the membership. MeUndies has a great offer for our listeners. For any first-time purchasers, you get 15% off and free shipping. MeUndies also has their problem-free philosophy. If you're not satisfied with any product for any reason, they'll refund or exchange it. No caveats, no questions. To get your 15% off your first order and free shipping, go to MeUndies.com/SK.
SK.
That's MeUndies.com/SK.
SK.
In the stage crew asked if we can get a cuss day like once a quarter, and Kat was
cuss
like,
day?
A cuss day?
A cuss day. They're like, not the purge.
On the last one, you do have to do, sir.
Do I?
The last one is on you.
All right. I need to look it up.
I'll send it to you.
Beyonce, the last thing I want to say about her.
Please.
She said when she stacks her harmonies, she be having up to 200 stacks.
I can see that.
200 stacks. And also she said she wanted to be like Sade and Prince. Sade's alive, Joshua.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite living artists to this day.
Yes.
Lord rest her soul.
She wants her focus to be on her artistry. And
I can
that's
feel that.
that's all. Not anything else.
That's what it
She
feels
said-
like.
She said if I have to do more than that, then I shouldn't be in this business. And I said, dang. Speaking of music, I want to stay in the music for a second. Aaliyah's catalog is finally coming to
Streaming.
streaming next or I think
Come
it's
on, you can
next
do it.
month.
Hey, it's like a rollout.
Okay.
They're doing a roll. Empire's
By-
doing like a little rollout.
Okay.
One of my friends is on the.
So
project
Josh,
management team.
give us the
Of course. Go ahead.
give us the why Aaliyah's music hasn't been on streaming, because
From what I heard,
What you hear?
the estate wouldn't get the royalties they wanted, or because I think she was signed to like one of her uncle's record labels. From what I
And
know,
always be an uncle.
Barry something
I believe
Hankerson,
so. I believe so.
Barry Hankerson.
This is just what I read.
Yes, yes.
And nobody could come to an agreement, but I don't know what the current agreement was for the. I want to say it's rolling out through Empire,
Yeah, I heard that too.
but they are putting stuff out in like little installments over the next couple months.
So her uncle and the rest of the estate don't agree, because I think I read that he owns all her masters,
I believe
like
so.
solely. The estate has no power over that. Apparently, there's some other people like Timbaland, Tony Braxton, who are like either tied in with that thing. It seems like I saw some stuff about them releasing a posthumous album with like Chris Brown and like artists of
Drake
today.
and yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be weird.
I don't know about. I
if
don't
want that.
like that.
No, but
Posthumous, that means after death?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm here.
But
with you.
Aaliyah passed away when I was in high school
I
or
was in
college. It might have been the summer between high school and
It
college
was
for
like
me.
2001.
Yeah, okay. I think it was like September. I think it was right before I started college, so it feels like high school. To have a song with artists who weren't even performing at that time, to me, Kevin, I'm not a big fan of posthumous albums of like Pop Smoke, for example. Two posthumous albums, like if he was working on that album and he passed away,
like the first one,
right? That's one thing. But like another one, and I saw when I was in New York, I saw a billboard for a new Prince album. Aaliyah's been passed away for a long time. It feels weird. Like, and I saw, this is alleged. I saw some people like it looks. Her uncle is finally streaming this so he can generate income to push up another one of his artists. And I was just like, that just feels. I mean, it feels weird to capitalize.
It is, but that's music business, unfortunately. At the end of the
Would
day,
you say it?
At the end of the day, the reason why they're still pushing Pop Smoke's music is because of how no pun
intended.
how big of an artist he's become since
Yeah.
then. He's still getting streams on music that came out 3 years ago.
Really?
Of course, like I mean, they still push his music like it just like those first two albums, and this last album was literally the album like for the label. They put, I think he's got a song with like Quavo. Everybody that they know is gonna stream well, they
So they're
partnered
just
up.
piecing it together.
I'm piecing it together, but they know the algorithms and how they work in terms of what's gonna get play pushed on most and repeat pushed on most to keep generating income.
I was thinking about that. Somebody was saying Ed Sheeran has had the #1 song for the last 6 weeks on radio. And she was saying that because radio's non-existent anymore, I didn't even, she was like, the best thing about not listening to radio anymore is I don't even know that. I still listen to the radio all the time, but I only listen to 94.7 The Wave because it's got the hits from today and yesterday.
You're old.
I'm old. I am my parents now.
Yes, absolutely. I'm going to say two things.
Okay.
One, I do think it's weird to put out, what's the word?
Posthumous.
Posthumous.
I never understood how to say it, to be honest with you. It
Listen,
spelled really weird.
I wouldn't know, but I want to hear it.
Do you?
I do. I want to hear it. Two, Governor Cuomo resigned.
Cuomo?
That's what I just said.
They got him out. They done got him up out of here?
There was sexual harass he was alleged to sexually harass multiple women.
I saw that, but he seemed like he was defiant. Like he wasn't gonna. He was like his explanation video. Did you see that? It was weird. It was like, I don't just kiss women, I kiss other people. And it was like Barack Obama, foreign people, young, old. And it was like, I think they were showing that, it's not just young women, but it just looked like you inappropriately touch everyone, not just women.
He's trying to say I'm an equal opportunist in my groping, and if that don't help your case. Speaking of which, you guys, it's going to come back to this. When you see us on tour, and you want a picture, Okay, let's talk about it. And you want a picture. If we are feeling okay with taking a picture in the middle of this COVID pandemic that is spiking with Delta, please do not to touch a me. Do not to touch a me. Do not. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Of my heart. I've taken pictures with several people, and usually there's a table between me and that person. But there's sometimes where I'm caught from not behind the table. And there are occasions where I'm like, okay, yeah, let's do it real quick. But in the let's do it real quick, do not put your hands on me. All right. That was my little announcement. Why does it just tickle?
You said, do not touch me.
Do not touch a me, please. Don't.
I really struggle. Delta variant is out here. Mm-hmm. I'm so doggone worried about people being like, I met Kevin, he didn't want to take a picture. And I'll be like, but also, if the state of the world is high, please.
Yeah,
Under
it's
normal
like-
circumstances, man, look, you've been on the tours, Josh. We took a picture with everybody.
We would spend an hour and a half after.
We
the
spent an
show.
hour and a half taking a
Imagine
picture
that
with
now,
everybody.
Kevin.
We taking the picture?
Man.
Do not touch me, Angel.
Yeah, no, I don't like it. But actually, I wouldn't like it. I more than likely wouldn't like it if it wasn't COVID. Like, especially if you are the opposite gender of me.
Mm-hmm.
I am not, or any gender that does not identify with the gender I identify with. I possibly would be like. So while I seem like your sis and I seem like your best friend and I seem like all of that, this is make believe in some ways because I don't know you. I'm not familiar with you as of yet. So don't. You're so stupid. Kev loves it because he avoids
No.
most of it.
That's true.
So he loves the stories afterwards.
Angel is
He
here.
was actually peeking from afar. He was like,
Get her. Put your hands across her waist. She likes it. She likes it when you just hold her waist tight. Yeah.
Okay. Here's an interesting, not interesting, here's a story. I'm not even going to preface it with interesting.
doing great. Okay.
Thank you, Josh. So Dr. Dre's oldest daughter says she's homeless and living out of her car. She's 38 years old. Last week, Shannon Sharp of NFL fame, and he's on First Take. What's that show with him and Skip? I don't know. People who talk loud show.
Beat it.
I cannot think of the name of their show.
Everything's beat it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to look
First
It's not First Take.
down.
No.
First yard.
First take.
First set.
Patreon, what is that show with
Come on.
Shannon and Skip?
First Love.
Undisputed, undefeated?
No one wants to be defeated.
Undisputed.
Undisputed.
So he's a television personality spitting hot takes. So he went to war with Twitter last week. When that thing came out, and he said a 38-year-old grown woman trying to shame her father into taking care of responsibilities she created. The article said that her children are with family members and she is homeless. So people were, getting on Dr. Dre and saying, how could you let your daughter be homeless if you're a billionaire? And the article said that Dr. Dre had supported her up until 2020. Mm-hmm. And Shannon was saying, as a parent, it's at 38, it's not my responsibility to take care of you anymore. Mm-hmm. And people were like, yeah, we get that. But also, they're still your children. Shouldn't they be able to come to you for help? And Shannon was like, I should be their last option, not their first. And I was like, yeesh, that's now Shannon come from a tough upbringing. I think he always says they had an outhouse. They were either poor in either Mississippi, Alabama, something like that, Georgia. They were going hard on her. My thoughts are this, Angel, without knowing all the specifics, because we never do. In theory, in general, do you think you would, billionaire Angel, still be taking care of your children at the tender age of 38.
Yes.
Which I am.
If they needed
38.
me to.
You would?
If I was a billionaire, absolutely. I would let my children be worthless. Absolutely. I don't want them to be. But if I had $1 billion, that $1 billion is for what I would hopefully, it would be for my legacy.
Yeah.
And some would be for people that I'm not related to that are less fortunate, but absolutely.
Yeah.
Like if I can give money to someone who is homeless, that I don't know their backstory at all,
Yeah.
on the middle of the street, I'm definitely can give it to someone who I birthed and raised
Out of your own vaginal canal.
out of my own vaginal canal that got either part of my personality or my face or my talents. Absolutely. I have no problem. And I know there are parents who are very strict about that, and I can understand it. That's just not me. I hope my children aren't living in, my basement or some guest house that I have. But if that is where their life calls them to be, I'm going to stick beside them. It is what it is. I don't care if Marcus complains about it. I'll be like, oh, well, they my kids. They are forever my kids. I am not that person. But I do know that there are people that exist like that are just like, I made this money, you didn't.
Shannon Sharp is one. Warren Buffett and Bill Gates, they have made it clear they're not going to just bequeath them equal shares of their estate. I think they're going to give them like $1 million or 10 million or something like that. But they're not. They're part of the giving pledge, which means they usually give away almost all their money to charity upon their death. I'll say this without knowing the relationship between him and his children, that daughter. For my children, amen. My children.
Come on, Kevin.
I can't imagine a scenario. I don't wish for any scenario where I completely cut them off. One thing I've learned as I age as a father, I still rely on my parents, not financially, but for support, guidance, help, advice, things like that. I would love to be in a position to be able to aid my children. Amen.
Yes.
My children.
Children.
Okay.
Come on.
My oldest and my youngest
Make
children.
it plain.
Okay. Now, my extended family, they are not my children. Amen. My children, I am responsible for their lives. They were swimming around.
Yes. They were.
Whoa, we love balls.
They were in your
Do,
nutsack.
do.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
whoa. There's an earthquake coming.
Ah!
Whoa. We're out of the balls.
Oh my God.
We're into the urethra.
I was like, well, I thought we were done with
We're
this.
into the urethra. Oh, we're in something else. Fallopian tubes. An egg. I win. I'm Zay Zay. That was my choice.
I win. I'm Zay.
That was my choice. Okay. JoJo too. Same scenario. He was kicking a soccer ball in my balls. Another earthquake.
No. We get it. We get it.
Whoa! Ah! I'm swimming. I guess they would swim like
Well, I was
this.
about to say, what type of...
That's like
I was
them-
really about to be like...
They're going. Yeah, the tail's in the back.
Yes.
But it's more the tail. This is.
Okay.
I would love to do it by like, here's Kevin on Stage Studios. You gonna learn to edit. You gonna do nothing. I mean, whatever. You gonna be podcast boy. Whatever. You gonna run security. Whatever it is. But I can't look in the face of my children. I don't think. And this is going on like how I see them now. But also, one thing that I will say, right? Tiffany Haddish was saying one thing she struggled with is the demands of her family.
Yeah.
After
She ain't got no kids, though.
no, she ain't got no kids. I will say that being in this position, more than anything, there's a lot of unexpected stuff that I didn't anticipate. All I ever dreamed of was making movies and doing stuff, being able to
Right.
make what I want, being able to travel. I've said this a lot over the last year. When you dream, you don't dream of the negatives usually,
Right.
right? When you dream of going to what's the place you want to visit most?
Australia.
Okay, when you dream of going to Australia, your dream never includes, now when I get there, I'm gonna have to spend an hour and a half in customs, but that's gonna be okay. Now you know that, you've been through customs before, but it's not part of your dream. Your dream is walking on the beach in Sydney, seeing the the opera house, whatever you do, eating a refreshing cocktail, but you're gonna have to stick through customs, and you're gonna have to be at the airport 3 hours early, but you don't think about that.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I feel. There's a lot of stuff that I didn't think about, right? And even like in this career, it's not like the NBA or the NFL. Like if I knew I was gonna go to the NFL or the NBA, I would know, man, the media is gonna suck. But overall, I get to do this. So, but the last thing I want to say is $1 billion is $1 million 1,000 times.
Yeah.
That is like, girl, I mean, I screwed up with you royally, thinking of my own children. I don't know if they have a strange relationship. I think he's mad that she spoke out about him or something like that. He had those feelings from what I gathered. It's just like, here's $1 million, girl. You should be okay. Now, not knowing specifics, because if you're an addict or something like that, there's a lot of things that you can burn through $1 million. You can be a completely terrible person. But, you know, I didn't learn about unconditional love until I had my children.
Now, so when you think of dreaming, like, do you dream of losing weight?
Yeah, I do. I mean, and sometimes I think, oh, I'm going to be ab boy. I'm going to be healthy. And then when I'm trying to lose weight, a lot of times I get off track, Angel. You know, I'm supposed to be eating right. I'm supposed to be working out. And then they have Oreos available, you know, and I eat them. And then I say, oh, I'm sad boy, Kev now. I've just given up. I can't be well. I can't do anything. And then Noom taps me on the shoulder and it's like, hey, Kev. And I say, yes, Noom. I say, it's okay. And I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, oh, don't worry. Yeah, you're off track, but you can get on track. And I'm like, can I? Can I, Noom? Because, you know, I made so many mistakes. I had a bacon cheeseburger with an egg on it.
Wow.
A little bit of jalapenos, pickled. I had fries, and it was 6:12 in the morning, and I shouldn't have been eating that. Yeah, guys, I didn't tell you. You guys think when we go to bed at the hotel that I always go to bed? You don't think sometimes I sneak back out and go to a bar alone and get greasy fries and mozzarella sticks? I've done that. I said, hey, guys, I'm tired. But if you had my location on, you know I'm down at O'Flaherty's ordering bacon double cheeseburgers at 2 a.m. Did I do that in New Brunswick on the last night? Possibly. And when I'm flying home on the plane, sad and going over my life's choices, Noom says, hey, it's a lot of pressure on you, Kev, but don't worry. There's no wrong or right food, Kev. It's about making the right choices. It's about getting on track. And I said, dang, Noom, I don't have to do 2 and 3 days. They're like, no, Kev. I don't have to drink questionable teas that explode my butt with diarrhea and fill up my toilet. No, Kev, you don't got to do that. And I say, Noom, could you hug me?
It's a very specific reference.
And they hug me because they use a psychologically based approach to find a healthier balance that's moldable to your life. And as a result, more sustainable. Noom's cognitive behavior approach helps you unlearn bad habits and better understand your relationship with food. Why do I get sad and say, oh, it's time for ice cream? Why, Noom? And they give me the answer. And I say, thank you, psychologically based approach. And over 80% of Noom users finish the program. And over 60% have stuck with their goals for at least a year. These are my goals. I'm going to stick beside them. No need to fear ruining the whole program with one off day or one off weekend or one off month.
It's about balance.
It's about getting back on the bike, Joshua.
Man.
Yeah, you fell off into a bowl of cheesy fries. Yes, you're eating Sonic again.
Again.
How many milkshakes can you eat? Okay, they're not in the South. But you can't say that every time you're in the South. You're in the South 3 times a month.
Especially now.
Okay? Start building better habits for longer, healthier, long-term results. Sign up for your free trial at Noom.com/SK.
SK.
That's NOOM.com/SK.
SK.
Start building better habits for healthier, long-term results. Sign up for your trial at Noom.com/SK. That's NOOM.com/SK. SK.
But yes, sorry to really be into that conversation. I just, especially if you got my grandkids too.
Oh man,
There's no way I'm not going to take care of you. And the fact of the matter is, while I hope all of my children knock it out the park in life, There's some people who that's just not their path in life. They just mediocre.
There's some Lokis in the world.
There are
You're
some
never
low-
meant to be king. You're just supposed to make other
Right.
people be the best Avengers they can be.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, if I am a billionaire and if one of my children is just mediocre, they're gonna be a rich mediocre person. Because I'm not about to have them out here struggling through life because of money. They can struggle through life trying to not knowing their purpose. They can struggle through life through a couple of things, but money will not be the thing that is causing them to struggle. If I have money, that's just not about to be it. It ain't.
I get it, Angel. Listen, I understand. Moving on. Oh man.
What are you laughing about?
It's just this next thing is O.J. Simpson.
Ah! The ceiling fan is older.
O.J. Simpson says he won't go to L.A. because he might run into the real killer.
He is trolling us.
I want O.J. to hush.
That's what I'm saying.
I want you to stop saying words into microphones, into people who are recording
and
things.
then why are people listening to him? Why are they putting a microphone in front of his face?
Why Orenthal?
This is the thing. Most people, if they were to get off for murder, guilty or not,
Yeah.
would disappear in the night to be like, don't look at me no more. And he is constantly like, hey, did y'all forget about me? Right here, niggas. Like, that is him. Like, what? Just go on somewhere.
What was that first Twitter video he did when he was in the golf cart?
Oh my gosh. Hello, Twitter world. O.J. Simpson. You know, I got a thought about a thing. Shut up.
It truly, I don't understand how he keeps getting a microphone.
I don't either.
Because I'm just like, please, sir, you got off mainly because black jurors were mad. And if I were a black juror at the time, yep, he still would have gotten off. However, those days are over.
The wildest thing about OJ's defense is that Johnny Cochran and associates did not even argue whether he did it or not.
Yeah, that's not their job.
They were like, racism,
Yeah.
corruption, the bloody glove. Yes, it had blood on it, but why did that guy take it home?
Yeah.
Is that protocol? Well, no, racism.
Racism.
Rodney King. Johnny Cochran was like, we're not finna beat y'all with facts. This looks terrible.
Right.
Let's talk about the LAPD. Remember when they beat that one guy up? Crazy.
Crazy. Yeah.
The fact that that was your defense should let you know, hush.
It's truly like, even so when he was acquitted the for the actual criminal charges, and then he decided, I'm gonna write a book. We were just like, sir, go on. And that's why his butt ended up having to pay all that money for the civil charges. And then then again, we were like, no, if you could just go on somewhere and lay down. He's like, no, let me get it's charged for kidnapping. That works. It's just like, dude, we don't want to think about you. We really don't. We at no point in time in my day in my life, what's OJ doing? But I feel like that's what he thinks. I feel like he keeps releasing surprise albums. That's what he keeps doing. And we're like, enough already. Enough.
Oh my gosh.
I just, when I heard that on the radio, I was like, oh Jay, why? Why?
And he still gets his retirement or his pension from the NFL. Just play golf and hush. But I think he can't resist.
Why
He
though?
can't resist being in the spotlight. He can't help it, Angel.
Then go back to prison. You can be in the spotlight
He
there.
don't want to go to prison though.
But he could be the superstar there. And everybody be like, yeah, OJ. Yeah. But in real life, we don't want to hear from you.
No, OJ, we don't want to hear. The last, he said, go back to prison.
Yes, go in prison and be the star.
Oh man, you are funny, Angel.
You're so silly.
You are funny. All right, we're gonna wrap up here. Before we go, we want to wish our condolences to Tony Baker's son, or Tony Baker,
To Tony Baker. and
on the
family.
loss of his son. His loss was our loss. It was very difficult the last week.
Yes.
To listen,
Felt like a month.
it felt like a
It
month.
did. I was like, I'm 42.
All I'm grateful for is that, Tony had his village. Melissa, Marcus, the kids were there in like physically. Angel, Josh, Tahir, and I were, texting him, talking with him, and we were all very sad. We cried. This is some funny crying stories, y'all.
Kevin cried for all of us.
I told Tony the other day, I said, man, I had what was it, Philly?
It was Philly before the first show. Well, during the first show, not even before. During the first show, I didn't think my friend was going to make it out on stage.
That ride to the show though was so quiet because I went outside because I needed a breath of fresh air.
Man.
And we're waiting for the car. I was waiting for Kev, and I'm just like, I see Kev coming out. He's like, "You good?" I was like,
Josh's eyes were
Kevin.
bloodshot.
I believe it.
And it was just me and him just riding silently in the car, feeling every bump. I was getting ready to go on stage. Tahir was less than 5 minutes from finishing.
Less than 5, y'all.
And I saw Sincere's Instagram story. I promise I've been following Sincere for a long time. He ain't never posted on his story.
This is the most he's ever posted on his story.
I never seen it. And Instagram showed me a picture of them when they were young. And I was like, well,
And the phrase.
I will cry a lot now.
He folded
Angel
like
was
a
on the
lawn
floor.
chair. I was like, I was looking down on my phone, playing things on my phone, and then I hear the wail of a black woman, the wail of someone's grandmother come from the corner, and it was my friend Kevin. Josh didn't flinch because he was in his own emotional.
Joshua
I
turns
knew.
into a Spike Lee shot. He's just
You knew, but you didn't know I didn't know. And I look up at Josh.
That was the problem. I thought you were gonna leave him be because you walked over. He started. It was a whole scene. He was like, "Jesus Christ!"
Y'all, it was so much. I didn't know if I was about to have to go out on the stage in Philly and
Man.
tap dance.
Oh, no.
Y'all were about to get 4 and 5 verses of "This Is Kev" on stage if I couldn't get him together until I knew he is black. He has heart attacks. It would have been so
Run
much.
it back, y'all.
Run it back. Come on.
7 times.
Yes, I've been like, we're gonna get these parts together. But it was definitely a time that was really hard to be a performer during that time
Oh, my
because
God.
That was
our-
the hardest night. for
we
us.
wanting to be able to give. Listen, I was going to make an announcement before the Philly show, and then I was like, no, I will cry. I will cry on stage, and it'll be a while before I pull myself together. So, special thank you to Philly for being such a great audience, making it easier. Still was difficult, but easier to be able to give you all the show you paid for. You all didn't make us work too hard that night, and we
Man.
appreciate it because I know my dear friend Kevin could not put in any extra work. He was up there sounding like Kermit the Frog that first show because his voice never came back down to its original register after crying. So he's like, "What's up, guys? It's so good to see you. Zay Zay basketball. Boop boop. Ha, sexin'. Boop doop doo sex sex." I was like, so thank you all for your prayers, your concerns,
Yes.
for giving. If you want to, you can give to the GoFundMe for one of the lost young people, Jaden. There's a GoFundMe for him. He was also in the car with Tony's son. But just know the love was felt, the love was appreciated, and please continue even days, weeks, months, years from now to keep Tony, his son, Serene's mom, just all of their family in prayer. Sabrina,
Very
definitely.
close. And I'm gonna tell you, tragedy like that, it has a way of snapping your life into focus. Because I'm always stressed about the app and this and that, and is this gonna work and all that stuff, and frustrated or whatever. I'm not always frustrated, but I'm always a certain level of stress. And tragedy has a way of making your eyes focus clearly. And one thing I appreciate about Tony as a father is he loved hard on his sons, often on his sons. That's what makes it so hard. Is that he, you know, he's a great father to his sons. It showed. And my youngest son was like, you know, they're in that age where nothing is cool with your family, you know. And he went down to the vigil, and Joe was saying to Mel, my sister-in-law, he was like, I'm sad. And she was like, you know, trying to help him talk through his feelings. Like, why are you sad? He was like, because you know, all these people are so sad. You know, we're all sad.
Yeah.
You know, and there's nothing I can do to help him. And she was like, what does that make you feel like? She was like, well, it's sad because all they have is the memories of him. They only have the memories they have. They can't make any more. So she asked him, what does that make you feel? And he was like, I want to make more memories with the people I love.
That's
so
beautiful.
I have plenty. And I was just like, man, I'm such a great father.
They said,
Melissa's
that's where
such a great mother. I thought, man, I am doing a thing.
the right things.
But like, I really was glad that my kids understood the gravity of it, you know, because I mean, I get it. I was a teen. I was like, man, my parents could be going to anything, but going to my friend's house and watching a movie I've seen a million times is better than anything. And I'm glad they understand how precious life is, because they haven't had, by the grace of God, haven't had to deal with much loss in their lives yet, especially so close. And boy, Tony, man, he's already my favorite comedian. He's my son's favorite comedian. But even in his grief, he is still a comedian. Him saying that he slipped out of a slide. I said, how are you making me laugh when you are the one experiencing loss? Listen, but tell a quick story. Me and Tony play pool on the iPhone all the time. So, and you know, we beat each other. It's pretty much 50-50, right? Josh is actually really good at pool. He beats us 70-30. And I don't be playing Josh because I don't want that. So when he lost the rain, he was like, take your turn, man. And I was like, okay, we're going to do whatever we do. I was beating the brakes off Tony. He said, man, let me win. I'm in mourning. And I was like, nah, Tony can't do it. So like Angel said, continue to pray for them in the days, weeks, months, you know, just pray for them and, you know, and enjoy life. And enjoy your people, enjoy things. You know, I know we always worry about money and all that stuff, and those are valid concerns. But sometimes just spend a little extra, do something that you can remember, because you just, you know, you never know. Tell people you love them often, early, often hug them, kiss them, take pictures with them, but don't touch them.
That's what I was about to say. Even though I don't want you to touch it, I want y'all to know I love every single last one of them.
I love y'all too, and appreciate your life. All right. God bless you. God keep you. We'll see you at the conference.
Bye.